Hello, everybody. We're just gonna give a few minutes to give everyone a chance to join. Looks like we have a large crowd today. Hello, everyone. Just gonna give one more minute to ensure everyone has a chance to join. Hope everyone is doing well today. Happy Wednesday. All right. So I'm gonna go over our tools, our Maxsold app, and the new seller app portal. Some of you may be aware or already using it. It is being upgrade or updated basically weekly. So I am gonna be extending this webinar for a couple more weeks just because the developer has released a lot of new features and is going to be releasing a lot more in the upcoming weeks. Let's get started. So I'm gonna go ahead and first we'll start it off from the phone here. So just gonna join. Let's see here. And also, I would like to ask some volunteers to also open their app and join me if you can. I will be sharing the code and all of that good stuff. That way you're able to join me. The chat is open. Just make sure that you have it set to be sent to everyone or the host. Also, Q&A. All right. So first thing, so this is what the app looks like. Top left, the white background. You're gonna notice that if you go to the App Store, there is gonna be two apps there. We still have our old one. We haven't removed that just because some of our partners are still using it. We understand that some of the features that the old one has, the new one is still yet to receive. So we understand if you're still on it, but we would recommend moving over to the new one just because, as I mentioned, features are coming out daily, weekly, so it's good to stay up to date. All right, so first thing, just gonna cover four options. Join an existing sale. Of course, if you have a team member, this is how they're gonna join your catalog. If you haven't signed a contract, a digital contract, you can go ahead and click start a new sale and choose no, you don't have an auction ID. But if you have signed one already through the through our digital contract there, then you can just mention that you do have an auction ID and enter it there. All right, so now joining an existing sale, you have two options, QR code and auction ID and PIN, which I will be sharing with you shortly. We have our settings. This is where you can check your account. If you're a partner where the payment goes directly to you, make sure you have your payment information there. Make sure that your country is set to the correct country. Okay, let's go back. Low data mode. Low data mode is a feature where if you're in a location where there's not good service or it doesn't have Wi-Fi, normally we would recommend maybe going on low data mode. One thing to do is that if you can browse Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, then you're most likely gonna have, it's most likely good serve or good enough service that you won't need the low data mode. And quickly, the offline is coming. Okay, so now manage your sales. This is where you're gonna see catalogs that you're currently working on, past auctions, and any auctions that are waiting to be reviewed to go live. Just quickly, you can see metrics, so you can see the bids, the how many lots you had, the views, when it ended, the value. You can go more in depth by clicking onto the view lots. It's going to show what each lot brought. Normally, you would see if the auction had just recently closed, you would see view invoices. So that's where you could see, who's picking up what. Okay, so then now we're gonna get started. And if I'm going too fast, just let me know. If you have any questions, just let me know. Again, I just want to cover everything with you at 30 minutes. So just want to make sure that we can cover, at least the main things. So I have created a lot, or sorry, I have already created an auction. So I'm going to go ahead and share it with you. I'm also going to post it in chat if you wish to join me. So the auction ID 99181, pin 8380583. So there it is. Again, feel free to join me. The more people we have, the better. If you just want to watch, that's fine too. All right, and if you're wondering how to get to the join, again, just click on the top right, join an existing sale, and then just use auction ID and PIN and go ahead and put in the information that I have added in the chat. Let's see here. Judith, I see that you have your hand raised. If you don't mind putting it in the chat there or question and answers, and then I'll make sure to answer. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, so again, the idea is there. Perfect. Thank you, Judith. Okay, so I'm going to go back. So now let's start an auction. So you have, most of you know about your sharing, your synchronizing, your submitting. One thing I will mention is that now your submit is to set your dates. Before, you're used to the old app, you used to hit submit in order to start working on the catalog draft version where you set your dates. Now you can work on either one. You can use the seller app portal, you can use the app. There you don't need to submit. They both work real time, which I'm going to cover. Again, feel free to join. Let's see if anyone has joined. No. Yeah, again, if you want to join, feel free to join. So in here we have, I'm going to go into, actually, I'm going to cover the settings. In the settings, we have the auto generate lot number. This is by default is on. Normally, I would recommend turning this off if you have a team because it's gonna follow one sequence. So if you have a team in the kitchen, or sorry, if you have someone working in the kitchen, you have someone working in the living room, then it's basically gonna go by 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on, and which is not something you want. Normally, you would have a range in each room, so just turn it off. In this case, I'm gonna keep it on. Okay, so we have a question here. How do we send a draft for the client to approve? That's a great question, Robert. I'm actually going to cover that once we get to the desktop version. I'll go through the whole process. All right, so we have the manual cataloging. This is the old way you put your title, you put your description, you take your photo, you can use the camera roll or you can skip. For this, uh, for this demo, I'm quickly gonna actually let me just move some things around. I'm just gonna give you an example of the smart cataloging because I do want to show you the desktop version. So I'm not gonna spend too much time, but we'll do the smart cataloging on the phone, on the mobile. All right, so I have some cups there. So we want to take 3 photos of the entire group. You don't want to take one photo of each because it's not going to recognize that there's 3 of them. Right? And then one more. There we go. Sorry, must have forgot to turn my phone off. Just go finally here. Okay, there we go. So right now it is analyzing the lot. In this one, you would need to have service just because you are connecting online. Keep in mind, and as you can see, it's going to take about 30, 50 seconds. Maybe the more complex the item is, it might take a little bit longer. So in this case, you could be rearranging another lot, getting ready for the photos. But so now it's going to give you a list of options. If mugs is correct, there's no need for you to click anything else. just next and pattern. If it's correct, just click next. Or if you want to change it, you do have some options there. If it doesn't match, you can also add something else here, right? Test. Basically anything you want, you can still edit. In this case, I'm just going to leave it as this. Material, set size, yes. Condition, good. And the main thing is that you want to ensure that you have proper lighting, just because if it doesn't catch the name properly, it's not gonna identify it. So in this case, the brand, that's not it. Kitchen stuff. Next. All right. Black and white. Okay. So now it's gonna generate it. It's gonna give you the title and the description of everything you have put. And there it is. Again, you can add stuff to it. You can remove things from it. All that good stuff. Next. And then it's gonna also give you some suggestions of photos, which ones you need. And this one's telling me close up of each mug's pattern. So this is where you would take additional photos of each mug if you wish. All right, there it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and save it. So there's lot one. So that's smart cataloging on your mobile phone. If you're on site, it's great. If, you don't know the items, most of the time, it will identify them, making sure that, well, at least you have to make sure that you have proper lighting. Let me just double check to see if there's any questions before we move on. Okay. Oh, there is one. Okay. Hold it still. Well, if you have mugs of different manufacturers. So it will, if it's proper lighting, it will give you multiple options. You can either select, all of them, or, you just mention assorted. But it will give you, actually, it will also give you that option. I've seen it just mention, assorted type of thing. Okay. We have another question here. So let me just answer live. There we go. Done. When we're doing manual descriptions, can we use point form? On one time in the old app, we cannot. Point form. Pauline, do you mind going a little bit more in detail for that one? So manual, point form. Oh, are you referring to the bullet? Oh, yeah. So you can do this, right? So this is a dash. But the bullet itself, there it is. Oh, that's fine. Okay, there you go. Okay. So now, so this is the manual way, the smart cataloging. Okay, so we covered the smart cataloging, the manual is still there. Now I'm going to show you a different way that you can use the smart cataloging and what I find that works best with the desktop version, because now you don't have to submit in order to use the seller draft version. Now it's, you can work vice versa. So what I'm going to do now is let me see here. Oh, no. What am I doing? Oh, there we go. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna skip the title. So I'm going into manual again. Skip, description, skip. So I'm just gonna take photos. Okay, so now just gonna move these out the way. Just and yes, that's my half-eaten apple that I was eating on the side, if you saw that. All right, so now what I'm doing is I'm only taking photos. I'm not using the smart cataloging, just photos. So again, now I'm gonna treat it as I would if I was cataloging just normally, with a normal with the manual cataloging. So you want to make sure that you're taking enough photos for each lot. So we have, all right, perfect, done. Confirm, just photos. So I'm gonna go category A. There we go, just photos. Save lot, done. So now I'm just gonna take one more lot. Manual. skip. But this one, I'm gonna tell my future self that in case the photos, it's not clear what the type is, I'm gonna mention. Let's pretend that the next item I take photos of looks like it's metal, but it's not. I'm gonna put plastic there. Next. So this is just for myself later on. So again, I'm gonna take some photos. So let's pretend this looks like it's metal. Okay. So I've taken six. Yeah, let's just leave it at that. Normally, right, if we want to make sure that we're capturing everything, you want to get in there too. Okay. There's my photos. No. Category A. Save lot. Again, just photos. I'm gonna quickly see if there's any questions here. All right, think we're good. And we're good in time. Perfect. So done. Now I just have photos. Okay, I'm gonna add more photos, but I'm gonna do it on the desktop version because this way I don't really have any other items here. Okay, so as you can see, it's synchronizing by itself. So now I'm gonna start sharing my desktop. Maxsold. Okay, let me just find my screen here. There it is. Screens, screen one, share. Okay, I think you guys can see it. Your screen. Yeah, I think so. Okay, so now this is what you were seeing on the app, but now it's a desktop. So you can see all the previous auctions, any pending sales that are going to be going live and all that good stuff. Again, you can click on each auction to get the metrics. You can view invoices. I'm not sure if this one's going to work just because this one's way before the view invoices was adapted or added, so it won't work here. But you can see the invoices. You can sort by name and by category, I believe. Um, so they're there. Just not this one because this one was done in 2024. Okay. So now I'm gonna go back to the auction I was working on. As you can see, it's already there. I didn't have to submit. I didn't have to do anything. So let's pretend this is already done. Let me see here. So let's pretend that this is done, Robert. If you want to share it with your client, you would share it by print. So again, there's your catalog that you have, and you would send it to them as a PDF version. No longer are we doing the live link just because essentially, at the end of the day, people could just copy this link and then change this to something else, right? So we're not longer doing that. So there's how you can share with your clients and they can let you know what they want to remove, add, or edit. Okay, so here we go. So now I have the lots with just photos only. I'm gonna add a couple more lots. Normally, I would recommend to take the photos on the app. That way you're not doing what I'm about to do because this is just gonna create extra work, but I'm only doing this so I can show you and it's faster. So I'm going to upload a couple more photos here. Let's just pretend that these were done by the app, just so I can get a few more lots that I can show you what I am referring to when I say that you can just focus on photos on site. All right, I think that's enough. There we go. And one thing that you notice, I was just clicking back to catalog and adding. Again, it's just a habit. Add new lot is right there. You can check other lots on your left. You can search lots as well. Again, I was doing it just out of habit, just because this is new features and I was used to of testing it in the old way. Okay, there we go. So that's why I was going back to catalog. You don't have to do that. There we go. So now I have some photos only. Let me see here. What can I do? I have my sort by, so I can go by lot number, A to Z, the created. I'm sure a lot of partners that have tried the new app, I understand the frustration where you couldn't organize it by lot number and then you had all lot numbers everywhere. So now that is fixed. Anything without titles or description, it's gonna flag it, or you can just click on lots with titles or without titles and description. And again, there it is. If I had any lots without images, there it is. I would just click on it. If you want your team members to join, if they weren't already on the app, you can share it. Again, same thing, vice versa. They can join on the app, they can join on the desktop, whatever they wish. Okay, so let's see here, just making sure I covered all of that. Okay, so now the main reason why I wanted to show you this. So now I have my lots without title or description. So I'm gonna open a new tab for each lot. So if you're not aware, if you click the middle of your of your mouse, it will automatically open a new tab, as you can see, or you can right click, open link in a new tab. I just find the middle button much easier because there we go. I have all my lots here, 6 lots. So now I have them all here. Let me see here. There it is. And you know how my past self made a note for my future self that this looks like metal, but it's actually plastic. So there it is. And also, if your team wanted to add dimensions, they would be able to add the measurements there. Okay. So now what I'm gonna do is, so let's say you have your team members on site, only focusing on photos, and maybe you're back at home, working on some admin. Then you're going to, oh, I have some, 1 second here. I have some information. Run into sales loss with closing that need more than 20 photos. That way we had a way around this that worked. Oh no, will this be possible again? Robert, yes, definitely. It's not out of reach. Right now, if that's the case, there's always a manual way to do it. We can definitely look into that offline. But just rest assured that if you need more than 20 photos in each lot, we can definitely make it happen. Maybe not through the new portal, but that feature is coming. Let's see. I'm unable to see your lots on the app. Let's see here. I'm unable to see your lots on the app. Let's see. So we have someone that can't see the photos. The reason why you can't, Shanley, is because you're not part of my catalog. You need to join my catalog in order to be able to see it. And if you want to join the catalog, all you do is join a sale on the app or desktop, and then use the auction ID at the very top of the chat, ID and PIN. And then you'll know once you're in my catalog, you'll see my lots, and I will also see you here. All right, so let me see here. PIN only my lots are showing. Let's see here. So Shanley, we'll take this offline just because I'm not seeing you here. So we can definitely discuss that offline. This is let me see here. Or maybe if you just refresh, again, normally you would be able to see everyone here. Okay. Let's see here. There's 2. David and Shanna Lee, if you guys don't mind, we'll take this offline because I'm not sure exactly which step you're doing. But this is part of our team, Maxsold team. As I mentioned, the new seller app portal is constantly getting new releases. So it's our team is also here learning to ensure that we all fully understand our tools. So yeah, no worries, David and Shanna Lee. We'll definitely connect on Slack there after this meeting. Okay, so now back to the lots. Okay, so I think I lost some here, so let me just reopen all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now I have my 6 lots, right? So if someone's online, then we can, or sorry, if someone's on site, they can see or they can take the photos while I'm at home looking at the title, or sorry, looking at the lots. I joined the auction, but different lots. So maybe I did not give you the right information. Okay, sorry guys. Let me just take a look here. Let's see here. 9, 9, 1, 83. 0583. Here. Oh, I can't do it this way. If you want to try and join, are you able to, let's see here, join with different lots? So, Judith, which lots are you seeing right now? Do you see someone's name right underneath here? Okay, well, while we get that sorted, I'm gonna show you the smart cataloging with the using the photos that were taken on site. So let's see here. I think I lost one again. Let's see. Okay, there we go. So we got six. So I'm quickly gonna go ahead and smart cataloging. We'll save the questions for the end there just to make it easier. So I'm gonna click one, two, three. It's essentially gonna do the same thing that I was doing on the phone. I'm gonna go to the next one, smart cataloging. One, two, and three. So it's gonna start analyzing it. And then I'm gonna go to the next one. One, two, and three. All right, so now I'm gonna go to the other one, smart cataloging. One, two, and three. And I'm gonna go to the next one. Use lot images. Sorry, I didn't mention that. So you want to go to use lot images. One, two, three. And go to the next one. One, two, three. And now I'm gonna go back to the first one. There's the item type. Correct? Yes. Yes. Two pieces. That's correct. Condition. There it is. Again, this is why you need proper lighting, so you're able to see the condition of them. Natural wood. I mean, you could just put or dark wood. Either one would work. Interlocking puzzle. Yes. Perfect. Okay. Go to the next one. VR headset. Yes. Meta. Yes. Lightwear. Okay. Quest Pro. There it is. And if you didn't know this, hopefully the team member would have taken a photo, which I didn't in this case, of the tag. So you would have known this. And then it's going to ask you for the included accessories. Yes. And again, you would have seen this if, I knew how to properly create lots. You would have seen that these were also in the photos. Controller, charging, yes. Head strap, yes. White, correct. Uh, Again, I would mention that always try and test electronics just because they will bring better value. Okay, team, Real Madrid, yes. Chicharito, yes. Size, medium. Again, I didn't take a photo of the tag, but that's on me. Brand, Adidas. Okay, and that is correct. That's the patch. Soccer jersey, yes. 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 There we go. Minor wear. Okay. Medium. Now we'll go to the next one. Soccer jersey. Yes. 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 New with tags. Again, that's not the case. Used. Medium. Next. Adidas. There we go. Then we go to the next one. Barcelona. Yes. Messi. Yes. Medium. There we go. Nope. Worn. Adidas. And there it is. Actually, that one might have been Nike. But now let's go back. There it is. There's your title. There's your description. Same with the lot 3, lot 4, lot 5, lot 6, and lot 7. And that's everything created. So if we go back here, again, I'm going to click on total lots. Sometimes, if you click on one of these with 0, you're going to see that. So don't panic. Just click on the total lots. There it is. And then let's see here. Okay. So it looks like you guys join a different catalog, which I'm gonna bring this to our developer because I'm not seeing you guys, but clearly you're seeing each other. So we'll have to take this online. I do apologize about that. Okay, so now for the dates, once you have the lot, can you sort the lots on the app? So, Pauline, not at this minute. Right now, it is on the portal, but it is coming on the app in the next couple of days to maybe next week. It's a work in progress. Okay. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to generate. Let's see here. So I'm gonna show you how to set everything. So I'm just gonna remove a couple things though. Remove. Okay. The what I removed was basically for it not to let me go through. Oh, it still won't let me. Okay, one second here. Danger zone. So I'm just gonna generate some dummy catalogs, or sorry, dummy lots. There we go. Okay, publish. Now I'm gonna select the first. So right now it's gonna show you the hero photo of each lot. So before you're able to choose whatever photo you had in each lot, now it's only gonna be the main one, the main hero photo. There it is, and image four. Next, and you can select your dates here, or use the quick action. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pick my own dates. There we go. Next, and then it's the same thing as before. Just choose the time you want to start. The more team members you have, the shorter the auction rate will be. Yes, Pauline. Pauline. So okay, so a couple questions here. Sandy. Keep in mind that lot numbers or lot stickers were mainly for to help during the pickup process. It wasn't actually for the lot. I mean, mind you, it could help having it at the end, but normally the lot stickers were just to help you create a map of where the items were. So definitely do recommend still using them just because this is gonna identify which lot it is. So definitely don't move away from lot stickers or lot tags. Pauline, yes, you can. So gonna go into an item. I can move it left or right. I can rotate it. I can zoom in, zoom out. Uh, what else can I do here? I can crop it. Yeah, no problem. Okay, so now let's go ahead, close. Let's go back. Sorry that this is going over. I do apologize. Okay, so back. So we got everything here. There's our dates. Again, the more people you have, the shorter it can be. Next, this one we'll ignore. There it is. There's your address. There's the type of auction. There's your times, there's your ID, there's your lead, there's the number of lots, and just once you're all completed, that is it. Now this is now if I go check on the back end, this will already have dates and ready to go. Let me see here, just make sure I have everything. So yeah, perfect. Okay. Yes, sorry. So everyone who joined the catalog, looks like you guys ended up joining a different catalog, which same ID, but I'll look into that. So I do appreciate it. I do apologize about that. I'm not sure how that one happened. Um, so if I want to move the picture up or down, I cannot. No, Pauline, right now it's basically you would have to go, basically throw it all the way to the left or throw it all the way to the right in order to move it. So unfortunately, not at this time, but again, it is coming. I can actually add a note to that, uh, and 'cause I know that could be useful. All right, perfect. So I think that pretty much covers it. Let me just see if there's any questions here. If I missed anything, feel free to send me an email as well, or send actually better yet, send your customer success manager an email. Let's see here. So then if you added those jerseys together, would you have to enter the info manually for the others jersey? Yes, Joey. So if I added all the photos in one lot, because I mean, keep in mind, we're always gonna keep the three photos for the smart cataloging needs to have all of the items. So so for those three, or if I had six jerseys and I didn't have those six jerseys and three photos all together, then it wouldn't work. You would literally have to do it manually, yes. So that way, you always want to make sure you're taking three photos of the entire lot from different directions. When I'm using the app to run a pickup, it shows the original name and description, not the final smart catalog version. Can you make it show the final version of each lot, not the original when running a pickup? When I'm using the app to run a pickup, it shows the original name and description, not the final. Sorry, Alex, I'm not quite understanding that. If you don't mind, let me, maybe I'm not reading it right. When I'm using the app to run the pickup, it shows the original name and description, not the final. So when you're using the smart cataloging, it would essentially be the original title and description because you wouldn't have anything here, right? So you would just have the photos. So once you click smart cataloging, it's going to generate an original title and original description. I do apologize if I'm not getting that correctly. But reach out to Angie, and I'm sure we can get that answer for you. Can you make available a collage option for photos being useful for, say, an item clothing besides an item size instead of two photos? Can you make available collage option for photos being useful for, say, an item of clothing inside? Oh, I see. Yeah, I mean, we can definitely add it to the list. Let me see here. I have my little notepad going here. Let me just copy that. So again, the upside now that we do have our developer on site, it's that, he's constantly working on the app and he definitely does appreciate the feedback. Let's see here. Just let's see. Okay, so quickly, sure. Let's see. So I'm gonna quickly unmute Alex. I do apologize. I'm sure we're about to wrap this up. Let me see here. Hey, Alex, can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hey, okay, sorry, I was trying to describe my question. It's specifically when you're running a pickup at the auction.
Right.
So I've been using the portal to run the pickup. Just
Right.
give me a minute. And
Well, you're referring to the
so
old portal, though, right?
no, you can run pickups in this.
Right. Yeah.
So okay, so if you click on okay, go down there, past sales, click on one of your past sales,
Right.
go to view invoices.
Oh, so unfortunately, mine are not gonna generate because all the ones I have are old, and this feature just came out like about a week ago. But if you don't mind sharing your ID, I could join yours.
You know
It's gonna
what?
be seen by everyone though, FYI.
Yeah, let's just not do that, but let me describe what I'm saying.
Okay.
Um, so imagine that you're if you go down to the past sales
Right.
and where it said view invoices, that's how I'm running the pickup. So I can
Yeah.
just type in the customer's invoice number. I like search by the
Right.
last three digits and then it pulls it up. So, oh, you can actually see what I'm talking about right now. So in yours, it says lot of three X-Men comics, right?
Right.
When you made that lot, if let's just say in the original time of creating the auction, you made that lot and you just called it comics or something, or even you might have just said, the letter X.
Right. Right. Okay.
When I'm doing my pickup and I am referring to that screen that you're looking at right now, all I see would be what I wrote originally, which would just say like the
Oh,
letter X. It's not
right.
showing me the whole description and title that I finished with, which is what the customers actually saw. So sometimes the person's like, I'm here to get my X-Men comics, and I'll look and the title says X because I just did that fast to kind of move through the catalog faster and it doesn't
Right.
look right to me. I'm seeing the original version of the title and the pictures, which are sometimes totally wrong. So I want to see like the final version when I'm doing the pickup, if you know what I mean now.
Right. Yes, yes, I do know what you mean. Yeah, that's very strange, but yes, okay, I'll bring that up and let me see here. So if you don't mind, do you happen to have just the ID with you just so we can see an example on internally?
Okay, one sec.
Thank you.
Sorry.
That's right.
Okay, manage sales. Okay, let's go to past sales. Um, okay, so I have an auction 98657. The pickup is this Saturday. And you could see right away when you go to view invoices, one of them is like, there's no title. The next one just says souvenirs. The next one just no title, no
Okay.
title,
And you
right? So
mentioned that's 98657.
yeah, so when I look at it, it's showing me like the original thing that I did, which is not complete. It's not showing the final version, which is complete.
Right, right. No, I understand what you mean then. Okay. Yeah, so I'll raise that issue because that definitely I would think that's kind of urgent thing to fix. So I'll make sure to raise that as well and see if we can get that fixed by the end of the week, hopefully.
Okay, thank you so much.
Not a problem. All right. Sorry about that, guys. Let me see here. Yes, I started. Well, yeah, thanks, Alex and Sandy. I started using the new I'm encountering. Jason, so for that, I would definitely reach out to support. So just because that's something that I would say that would need to be escalated, to assume there will be bugs initial while things are being migrated. So when you mention migrated, normally we're not migrating any data from the old app. This is why I recommend starting with a new app as soon as possible. So we're not migrating the old app or seller portal. The old seller portal are not connected with these new tools. So I'm not sure. I would need to get a little bit more information on what's happening with yours, but definitely reach out to support to ensure that they can get that fixed for you. All right, guys. So if there's any other questions, if you want like a dummy catalog, let me know. I can definitely create one for you so you guys can test it out. But other than that, hopefully you both, you all got a little bit something out of this webinar, and hopefully you have a great rest of your day. Thank you, everyone. Bye.